When asked to describe, with pen and paper, some novel object which I had observed no more than an hour ago, I am inevitably confronted with just how vague and non-committal my memory really is. Of course, the basic anatomy of the object is known without too much doubt. Though I did not see it move, it is clearly a vehicle, given the set of treads. I can also discern, based off of the series of strategically placed rungs, that this vehicle is likely manned, and therefore must accommodate at least a pilot, but most likely also several other passengers. Certain suggestive and sinister complications in the front of the vehicle, as well as its overall armored nature, can leave little room for speculation. This was almost certainly a weapon of war. Beyond these trivial inferences and observations, I cannot really pin down any specific information about this vehicle. I can remember some trivial, useless facts, such as that the drive wheel has 13 teeth, but that wheel's size and overall relationship to the whole of the vehicle remains vague and generally unknown. The same could be said for several other details. The only way I can tease out some sort of cohesive whole is to continuously doodle these various details and experiment with very subtle variations in proportion and relationship to one another. In time, I can slowly start to create some sort of cohesive object which seems to make sense from multiple different viewing angles. In time, the once chaotic pile of seemingly unrelated detail starts to come together, form a narrative into some sort of cohesive, continuous object whose dimensions can be fairly accurately estimated and reproduced from multiple different angles. In the end, I have a definite, lucid object, which I use to describe that thing that I saw no more than an hour ago. And yet, I know that this series of drawings that I do trying to depict that object are merely a caricature of the truth. I cannot help but feel that in the haste of my observations I missed some key detail or fundamentally misunderstood the purpose of those details which I did observe. No doubt, the designer of this object would look upon my illustrations and be shocked by the almost ludicrous manipulation of the proportions and general details. And yet I must try to draw what I saw, to depict it, no matter how clumsy or falsifying my attempts. For surely it is better I depict something than to let that memory fade into oblivion, to let that already feeble light diffuse into total darkness.